And during the end years of my B Farm, I started preparing for GPAT NIPA, and I successfully cracked both exams with good marks. And then I pursued SUTEX from NIPA Mohali as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Now, before going directly to the question like NIPER and GPAT and this preparation, uh, I would like to ask you a basic question. Every pharmacist, I guess, in India, you need to give this answer, and I
Hmm.
want this answer from you both guys also, because I want people to understand that you are also like them only. You don't have something extra mind or extra arm. You're normal like them only. So first question to you, Weber, why you have selected pharmacy as your higher education?
Okay. After my 10th class was completed, I decided to go for biology and maths both because I love to study basically. Then I later opted only biology. I dropped maths and pursued biology as other my colleagues were during my school tenure were pursuing medical. So I too pursued them the same, but I did not had much means opinion about it since I was not able to qualify in the very first attempt, and it was all about my interest in biology. So I took pharmacy because I had two main interests in subject, biology and chemistry, and pharmacy opted me gave me both the options. So it was very worthy enough, and I'm proud that I have pursued it as a profession, as a career. Good decision.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Satyam, you.
So everybody, I also want to be a doctor after biology stream. I tried best. I took 1 year drop even, but didn't crack that. So I decided to go for pharmacy because it is kind of much better profession as compared to the other profession in the biology stream, and you can have huge growth in the coming future as well. And I can see that right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Just a small request from students we are getting. We are not able to hear properly, so I request all of you, even I'll do that. Please keep your microphone near to you when you're speaking. Most of us are not able to hear us. Uh, okay, so now we all will try to keep our microphone near to us, and we'll try to speak a bit loudly. If you're able to listen us properly, please comment on chat box that you are listening us properly. Okay, so now uh, I throw another question to you. As you know, we have so many third year students also joined us here, and they want to listen first about GPAT. So, of course, most of us, most of our audience today are aspiring for NIPER, but few of them they are in third year also. So, just one question related to GPAT I'll ask you. When exactly you started preparation for GPAT? I mean, when you thought, no, I want to give GPAT, and you started full-fledged kind of preparation and orient yourself for GPAT. Satyam, you first.
Okay, honestly speaking, I thought about the NIPER and GPAT since the starting of the third year. So it will be in the fifth semester. So I decided that I have to go to NIPER doing MBA from there. So my goal and the destiny was clearly decided at what I actually want to do in my life. And that is why, and for NIPER it is mandatory to have GPAT qualified. So I started preparing for the GPAT just starting of the third year of the B Farm.
Okay, Weber.
Okay, so I'll tell that during my initial days in B Farm, initial years, first and second year, I did not had much headwind where to go. What is this field about? Because I was more in an exploratory phase. In B Farm, you have a varied degree of syllabus. You study law, then you study plants, and everything in between. You study management, accounts, cash. So it was during my industrial training in Malan, and Satyam was during Lupin at that time. So we both had discussion, and from our experience, from actually getting a glimpse of what industry is all about, we got to know that it's more fruitful that you study because it gives you a higher perspective to growth. And telling you all about the trend is towards PhD and postdoc. People are going there. So it was at that juncture. sixth sem, at the end of sixth sem and seventh sem.
Okay,
I
okay.
started preparing for GPAT.
Okay, so I mean, you got a one full year to study. Your entire final year, you were concentrated with GPAT. So I guess most of us, here we think no, for qualifying to GPAT and NIPER, we should be preparing from second year or 2-3 years are required
No,
for those kind of study. So you can you have example in front of you, Satyam and Weber, and they are, although they are higher, they got higher rank in GPAT and NIPER, but they are still started their preparation from final year. Would you like to add something, Satyam, here?
Yes, sir. Actually, after industrial training at the end of the second year, uh, we just realized the life of a person after the B Farm if you are not going to the higher level graduations, like doing QC, doing work in the production department or in the packaging, uh, where you realize actually that whether you are born for this or not, because everybody is different kind of interest in doing their jobs and their professionalism actually. So we both actually didn't find it useful, and we don't think that we are born for that work, and that is why we decided to go something uh, higher level of education.
Okay, okay, thank you.
I
Now,
would like to add something into that.
yeah, Vaibhav.
See, you all need to understand the basic nature of pharma industry. How is it? It is a very risk-averse field where you have to put a lot of investment. And therefore, what happens is you require a degree of specialization because it's a very vast field and requires a lot of technicalities. So, as I added earlier, the trend is towards higher education, and doing BPharm doesn't give you much leverage there because you can only be what do copy paste work rather than being innovative or adding your own knowledge, bringing it to the organization. And that another question or that people have is generally that misconception that it takes 3 years or 2 years. Frankly speaking, there's no exam that's tough. Only UPSC requires that type of preparation which you are thinking of. GPAT is not a very big deal. Be confident about it. It requires consistency. It requires consistency and mental focus, but it is not that something very, very hard enough. You are good at concepts. You have good listening. You have good reciprocation. You will do it. It's not enough. It means more than enough.
Okay, okay,
That's
thank
all.
you very much. I also, whenever I interact with student, I say, tell them same thing, that your basic concept needs to be clear. Then rest was small, like a brushing or just shining it, and you'll be through. Okay, now next directly we'll come to Nipper
We'll
question.
take care of
So
it.
yeah. So next question directly I'll come for Nipper. So when exactly, I mean, I understood that in final year you started thinking for GPAD. With most of the students, it happens that they first qualify for GPAD and then they think that we want to go for NIPER, because before appearing to GPAD or getting result, they are not confident. Most of us, we are not confident like you guys that will be through and will get top rank. So uh, a student who is not having much confidence, he's typically thinking that first he will qualify for GPAD and then he will think what he can do. Then he thinks for okay, NIPER is an option for me. So when exactly you people have thought about NIPER? Is it after completion of your GPAT and GPAT result, or your preparation from when you started GPAT? That time only you thought of doing NIPER G preparation also. So over to you, Satyam.
Okay. So, as I said that I started preparation just at the start of the third year. So I took the advice of one of my faculty over there during my graduation that I don't want to go further in my domain doing the practical type of work. I want to do MBA. So he suggested me the two ways. That first is going for the MBA via cracking the CAT preparations, and secondly you can do the pharmaceutical MBA. So I decided to go through the pharma MBA just because I have good technical and the academic knowledge so far. So I just don't want to waste all those knowledge that I get in the last 2 years. So I decided that I should go further in the pharmacy, and doing the pharmaceutical MBA is a much important dream of my life. And that is why I decided that there are two NIPERs, that is NIPER Mohali and NIPER Hyderabad, who are having these courses. And there are other institutes like IIHMR, Narsi Munji, and Jamia Hamdard is also there. But since it is all about the college and the institute from where you get the study, because NIRF ranking for the NIPER Mohali was first at that moment of time, and it was India's, and it is India's most reputed institute in the country. So studying from there is a privilege for everybody. And the atmosphere you get in the higher institute is always makes you greater. Their opportunities are good, their students are good, their culture is good, so you develop yourself accordingly. And I don't want to get educated from any other institute, so I just very much clear about that, that I have to join NIPER, and specifically
Okay,
NIPER
so
Mohali.
in conclusion, sorry for interruption. So in conclusion, I can consider uh, when you started for GPAD, you were having clear idea about that you want to go for NIPER only, right?
Yeah, actually my intention was not to clear GPAT, my intention was to clear NIPER.
Okay, okay, so nice of you. What about you, Vaibhav?
I from the onset had a leaning towards inclination towards technical field. I wanted to do in technical, means I wanted to pursue higher masters in pharmacy itself as a course. So I had a very technical orientation. I focused only on GPAT. It's not that NIPA was not in sight or I couldn't do it, but I only at that time I wanted to keep my mind less cluttered. I wanted to be focused on one thing rather than
Okay,
depending on other aspects. I kept GPAT as the goal.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Now, next question is, I guess you both of you have answered this question. Why you wanted to study from NIPER? So because you were having clear idea about what infrastructure it is providing and what kind of career opportunity you were having. So basically, the take-home message for our students is, if you're targeting for NIPER, you should be very clear. So as you can see, Satyam and Vaibhav, both of them were having quite a clear idea about GPAD, had a pretty confident that they will qualify for GPAD, and they were aiming for NIPER once they started for GPAD preparation. Although Vaibhav is telling that he was not much concerned about NIPER, but he wanted to go through some good institutes. Okay, moving next. One question I'll again take you back. What was your approach studying for competitive exam? So I'm plugging two questions here. Competitive exam means you gave GPAD also, and then you gave NIPER also. So Vaibhav, I'll ask you this question first. I want to answer. What was your approach for competitive exam preparation? Was it like same whatever you used to study in your third year and final year, or you studied something extra? First question this, and second, when you qualified for GPAD and started preparation for NIPER, have you changed your way of preparation, or was it same what you have done for GPAD? Weber.
Okay. The first sure side I will tell you is that my primary approach is to know what not to study. First of all, that's what I think it's very important. You must know what you must not study, because time is more important to you. Because I think revision is very important than studying everything. You can study everything, but it's not necessary that it will come from that portion only, or you will be successful enough, means capable enough to do it in the. It's more about revision, about consistency. So my focus was on identifying what not to study, then what I could study out of that, what were the divisions in which they came. Means I will tell you that subjects like this jurisprudence or hospital pharmacy, I gave just a very small touch. I read them, I studied them just for sake of keeping my mind free. Means जब मेरे पास free time रहता था, I thought that I could devote it to it so that I can get offbeat, like chemistry पढ़ पढ़ के थक गए अब structure में. So now I should go for jurisprudence. You can, yeah, just read few years and all. I didn't give much effort to it. Then second thing is you must not take stress. You must do it for the sense of doing it. There's the sense that you must know more. And our approach means my and Satyam's approach become that we are the day more we studied, the next day it became like a fire to us. Like we have studied 8 hours today. If I can't do it, then my 8 hours will go waste. So today I should study 10 hours because I had already invested 8 hours. That was a means productive investment we were making in time. And we both focused on revision, and we had both good coordination amongst us. We used to discuss ideas. It was never the case with us that we felt like competition within ourselves. We were like very close knitted in that. We used to share knowledge with each other. Then we used to also communicate with our friends. Like when you teach someone, you revise it, you reciprocate in your mind, and it becomes a very strong part of your memory. Gets embedded. So that's how I focused. Then GPAT is a very good time if you want to go for NIPER, because during NIPER you will only get 10 days. Your college will over. You will means leave your college. Then you will only get 10 to 15 days. You will hardly be able to focus. So when we were studying for NIPER, Satyam and I used to recall that we used to had chat over phone. That we used to call that it was all the investment we had put in during preparation of GPAT, that is giving us power during NIPER, our NIPER studies, because we usually had to just turn the pages and go through. Oh yes, ये तो 4 महीने पहले ही पढ़ा था. It was like that, and
Okay.
it was after the end of seventh semester we started studying on around 1st of December, 1st to 2nd December, and 21st Jan 2019 was GPAT. So we effectively got 50 days, and it was enough. 10 to 12 hours a day for 50 days, more than enough, much more than enough, in fact.
Okay. 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 What about you, Satyam?
Satyam,
Satyam,
you
are you
are on
there?
mute at the moment. So just control Alt A or something. Okay, just a second. Okay, maybe I can.
Okay, am I audible?
Yeah, you
Yeah, yeah,
are.
you're audible now. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, as far as the approach is concerned, for GPAT, the main thing is the consistency that you follow in whichever coaching you are going. Just keep the consistency. Go there daily. Keep a schedule of studying about 1 or 2 hours daily, in spite of having the busy schedule of the college life. But instead of that, you have to work hard, because these 2 years makes your future. So having invest in these 2 years is will be very helpful for you. So the main thing that I follow is the consistency and the mental focus, keeping all the studies, like whatever you do in the third year or the fourth year, the subjects we have, this syllabus this will so uh, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're audible.
Your voice is
Yeah, sometimes it's breaking.
Okay.
it's breaking.
Okay, so those subjects you have to study with the full dedication, because it will also help in your GPAT preparation. So it is a kind of investment that you are doing for the future, not just for studying for the exams and getting pointer, but pointer actually doesn't make any sense in the future. You will come to know this. So just doing the subjects with the dedication that you are preparing for the GPAT, not for the exams of the semester examinations. And yes, and also you need to think about the loopholes or the flaws that you have in the different subjects. Try to collaborate with the one big subject and one small subject. That would be very helpful. Otherwise you are taking two big subjects at the same time. You
Exactly.
cannot complete that, and you cannot have the that much of concentration. So I always took one big subject and one small subject. That makes the consistency, that makes
Okay.
mental focus.
Okay. 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 That's fair enough. So now next question is, uh, we talked about studying about competitive exam and what was your approach. So you both have clearly told us what was it like. So now a lot of our audience, they will sit in NIPER exam, GPAT exam. So every student is having strategy how to solve competitive exam, multiple choice question. So what was your approach? So for example, you're sitting in GPAT exam, Weber, and you got your 150 questions in front of you. I guess if it is 150 question or 100 question in front of you, what is your approach to go for this 100 question? So how you will solve this any competitive exam paper?
Okay, what happens is over the time you study, you get much degree of idea because you are studying a varying of subjects, variety of subjects, and you have accumulated a lot of knowledge. So what happens is it gets overlapped there when you go in exam. So you need to follow your nerves. You need to study the options given to you very carefully. Find out the logical link between them. You can go for canceling the options, trying to go reverse means back calculating from options. You try to guess what question exactly wants, then you can cancel options, you can select the right one, precise with precision, how you can think about that. And rest is, if you can't attempt it, then follow your time, means give time to questions that you are able to attempt better rather than wasting it on thinking on one question, so that you can ponder
Okay.
later.
Okay, but I'll add something here. In GPAT, you have enough time to do solve question, but when it comes to NIPER, if I'm not wrong, effectively you have just 36 seconds. So in 36 seconds, you need to read question, read four options, and then select one and go ahead. So that time, this strategy might not work, thinking and eliminating two wrong options. So of course, my approach towards solving NIPER paper should be different from what it is
Yes.
to solve for GPAT.
If you have very high degree of means know about that it is this particular option is very correct, and you know about it, then only go for it. If you have then only go for it if you want to try, if you want to go for a hit and trial basis, or else if you are very sure, then only attempt, because it will cause more harm in long term. It's about attempting the correct questions in correct time and in means right moment. That's about Naipur, because you don't
Okay.
get a second chance. You're not able to turn the question once again.
Okay, so I'll ask straightforward this question to you. How many questions you solved in your paper? Out of 200, how many you solved?
140, nearly
One.
140.
Okay, and your rank was in NIPER, I'm asking. What
Yeah,
was
yeah,
your
yeah.
rank? Yeah. So listen, everybody. It's a live example in front of us. He got 11th rank all over India, and he just solved 140 questions. So it is not mandatory that you have to solve all the questions. Babu, do you have an idea? I mean, everybody solve this range because what is my observation says that it is always between 140 to 160 question people solve.
Yeah.
Those whenever I have interacted with rankers. So is it so, or this rule is not applicable?
It's not a rule. It becomes a verbatim. It becomes a dictation, because what happens is that you have invested a lot by studying, and you means there's a temptation that you want to think more. You think that I can think and I can do the right option also, but you don't have that means freedom of time. So what happens is that by default everyone is able to do 140 to 160. Some are able
Yeah.
to do 170 also, but it is what it is all about. You have
Okay,
to
but
be
200 out
at
of
this
200,
certain time.
200 out of 200 nobody, right? 2 out of 200 out of 200 nobody.
Maybe God knows it may be possible, but it's
Okay,
generally not the
okay,
case.
okay. Would you like to add something here, Satyam? Approach towards solving question paper, GPAT and NIPER.
Yes, sir. Definitely, as far as GPAT is concerned, we have 3 hours, and this time is too much. You can solve your paper approximate 3 times. So you can have the approach of having 90% more surely answered in the first attempt, second then 50%, and then you have to think about whether you want to play with the GPAT questions or not, because
No.
it's all about the mental focus over there. If you have the mental focus, you will analyze. Because in my case, I put around 95 questions in the 2 attempts, and I have the third attempt as well. So I I think put to 5 more questions. I've completed 100 questions in the GPAT. So this is what I think, that the paper, according to the toughness of the paper, is the paper is it tough or not? Because if the paper is tough, you have to bind up your questions around 80 to 90. But if the
Okay.
paper is intermediate, then you have to go approximate 100, because if the question paper is easy for you, that it might be possible that it is easy for others also. So for getting a good rank, you have to go for the hit and trial method. And as
Okay.
far as the NIPER is concerned, I think there is only one chance. You have to do whatever you want. I have left my starting 10 number of questions because I don't know anything. But in the 10 seconds, I left them because I don't know about them. And putting uh, exactly with the blind eyes is not the case. You will never get a good rank. So you have to go and approximately, if we talk about the average number of questions to be taken in the examination is around 140 to 150, because I think 139 questions I've done there. So it is quite the average number of questions that everybody puts. And don't waste your time in the questions if you don't know the answer. Just leave them and go ahead. Otherwise, you don't complete the 200 questions.
Okay, very good, Satyam. I'm surprised to know you got, if I'm not wrong, 43 rank in NIPER, and you're telling me that first 10 question you are not having any idea what is the answer it, and you left everybody. You
And
left all the
I was a
question.
very
It might have shattered my confidence if I would be at your place. So it's good that you kept yourself solid and went on. Yes,
that is why I
Satyam, would you
use the
like to
word,
add?
yeah, that is why I told you that mental focus is everything there. If you don't know anything, it would be fine. But if you don't have the mental focus, you cannot crack the examination. Uh, doesn't matter how much you have studied so far.
Okay. So now you qualified your GPAT and now you qualified for your NIPER. So we'll move ahead. It's a very common question. What field I should select once I get the rank in NIPER? Shall I go for this or shall I go for that? So I'll straightforwardly ask you a question. Weber, why you have selected pharmaceutics? Is it because of your rank, or everybody was telling you to go to Sutix because it is having a scope, or was it your analysis and then you came to conclusion that you want to go in this field?
It was a mix of everything, to be very honest, but I was more inclined towards Sutex and analysis.
Hmm.
So, and that's why I worked that hard that I should have the option. Means there should be no restriction on me which field I want to, which branch I want to choose. So that was my opinion, Sutex or analysis. Um,
Okay.
that was it. It all
Okay.
boils down to your personal preference, I think.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Satyam?
So Sam, that as my friend said, that it's all about your interest. So my interest was more towards the MBA, because I am the person who is good at managing the things, who can formulate and making strategies for the companies, and would like to have that kind of professional lives in my dreams. So everybody has some kind of interest. They always think about themselves after the 5 years, and what kind of life they want from themselves. And that is what I'm quite sure enough that I want that life, and that is why I have no repentance over it.
Okay. When you're telling that you're good at managing, Vaibhav is giving some sarcastic smile. So I think
No, 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 no.
he's
Actually, I was
thinking.
recalling something.
Okay,
I was
okay.
recalling something actually. I
I
would
thought
like to add to it.
I thought
Uh,
you're telling in your mind. Oh, come on, don't tell lie here. You're not good at management. You just join MBA just for sake of money. Okay, lighter part. Just I was kidding. Okay,
okay,
Vaibhav,
that was a joke.
you wanted to add something.
Okay, well, at that time it was, see, to all the folks out there who are preparing, it's a very good time for you because you're gonna miss this effort. Means we recall, I and Satyam both recall that at that time we used to put such a hard effort. Means we did not used to sleep 3 or 4 hours of sleep daily for 20, 40 days. We decided, let's cut the world off from us. We will be different people. And it was all about the mindset because we gave so much efforts in it that our mindset became that like हम पढ़ रहे हैं तो यार साला इतना कोई और नहीं पढ़ रहा होगा. We are putting so much effort. So it became a mindset. We used to talk like we have already pre-decided our branches. Sutix,
Okay.
MBA. It was that mindset that further added to our confidence. So keep your mindset sharp and focus on it towards your goal. Don't think that ये ले लूंगा या कोलॉजी या ये भी मिल जाएगा. In the mind itself, you have created doubts about yourself that you have to compromise somewhere. Don't do it unless you have given the paper. Be sure about
Okay.
it.
Okay.
It is what I want to say that just analyze yourself, what you are actually born for, and what kind of work you can do in the coming future. Because taking unnecessarily something, uh, uh, someone can have fit into it, but you cannot.
Okay. Weber, I want to ask you something here. It is general trend. There are two situations I'll put in front of you, right? What happens generally with people, and if I'll be at their position, probably it will happen to me also. So, situation number one is I got sniper rank, for example. You got such a nice 11 rank. There was no doubt that you will not get MBA. What I can observe from your communication also, so it was not difficult for you to enter into MBA. It is trend that MBA get a good placements, because every year we see highest packages goes to 12 lakh, 13 lakh, if I'm not wrong, annual package, which is quite handsome package. When it comes to starting your career, you get opportunity to work with GSK, or if I can name 10, 12 big pharma companies, you will get chance to work with them. So uh, with your conversation, I can get a clear idea that you were very clear about what is Sniper and what is Sniper means to you and what you will do in future. So you were having clear idea also that this is MBA and here you get more money. So why you didn't tempted for that money? Justification to this answer is when you enter in MBA, you don't get stipend. So because of that stipend, you chose Sutix, or what? I hope you got these two situation. I just want your views on this.
Okay. When I filled the form for NIPA, it was for both MS Farm as well as MBA. To make my audience clear that I kept both the options for me because I too did not had much idea about it. I had a tendency, an inclination towards technical, but I kept my option for MBA open. Like keep this as an option. Like what happens? But I had more inclination towards it, and why I chose Sutix was that I knew that inside that I can do better in that field because I didn't want to go for marketing or management. It's personal. It all boils down to your personal choices and preferences.
Okay, okay, okay. So a thorough homework was there in both of you, case of both of you. Now I'll go further. Now I want to give idea to our audience. What is the admission process is like? Admission process. I don't want to ask about the criteria. Once you got your NIPER and you are into admission counseling in that hall. So what is that situation, and how we should prepare ourselves before going to NIPER MBA or NIPER admission counseling? Satyam, would you like to answer this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After just having the results of NIPER, you will have all the procedural forms of the NIPER from the website. You can collect that some kind of the medical checkups. You have to prepare a check of the amount given for the fees, and these are some of the things that you have to be prepare yourself before going to the admission counseling. Because if you don't have a single form, you cannot have the admission procedures, and you will throw out of the admission procedure because they are very strict towards it. So following all those procedures strictly is the main reason. As far as the NIPER MB counseling is concerned, it will be around 1 or 2 days before the MS counseling. So if you are sitting for the both for the MBA and for the MS, you must have two checks for the different kind of the fees for the different courses. Because in some cases, if you have a good rank there, then there are more than 90% chances that you will be selected in the MBA. But But in case if you don't have the good rank and you are going for the MBA only, so there are chances that you might not be selected in the MBA. So you should have another options for the MS as well. So just prepare not for the MBA, but prepare for the MS counseling also.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Now I'll ask you a question. I hope you are prepared answer for this. That can you give us rank wise? I mean, what I should target. So, what general my understanding is, there are different branches of sniper. So first you should target Mohali only to majority of extent. So first it should be if you are not interested in management like Satyam, if you are a student like Vaibhav and you are very clear you want to be in technical field, then first you should target for Sutix. Then if you don't get Sutix, target for analysis of Naiper Mohali. Then if you're not getting analysis, then you target for pharmacology. You both can correct me in this order also, okay, later on. So then you target pharmacology, and then rest other field follows. Then if you're there is some doubt, for example, if you're getting Sutix of Ahmedabad or Sutix of Hyderabad, then should you opt for ecology of Mohali or not? So likewise you will get a lot of situations. So Vaibhav, can you give us a priority wise list, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and likewise?
Okay, I'll try to summarize it. First, there are two perspectives of it. First is before you enter hyper and after you enter, since you have not entered realities. And an organization in corporate, what happens is you work in multi-sectoral fields. There are people from engineering, then from pharmacy, then are from science background who have done their MSc, and you work together in tandem and in coordination with each other in a closely knitted organization to achieve the goals. So it is a trend industry that after doing MS or PhD you go for MBA, or MBA people are doing diploma in patent law or diploma in leading drug discovery research and all that. So it is all about interconnected, inter alia performance. So that is what actually it is. So even if you don't get the field of your choice, don't be that uh, downtrodden or be depressed about it or pending about it. But then since you have not gone in, then I will give you what you want as an answer. Since NIPA SAS Nagar, that's NIPA Mohali, has been the premium most institute, so it has a better prospect. It is a better prospect than other NIPAs. Then comes Hyderabad and Ahmedabad. Target cream fields like Sutix analysis, ecology, chemistry, and biotechnology. Rest are two good fields, but then they have less means scope in industry. You have to go for PhD or you can go for research. If you want to go for CSIR, other fields are also open because each field itself is a science. So
Okay,
there's
okay.
no.
Satyam, would you like to add something here?
Yes, sir, in the case of MS department, I think Vaibhav has very good knowledge regarding this. And as far as the MBA is concerned, I think we have only two NIPER so far, NIPER Mohali and NIPER Hyderabad. I would prefer NIPER Mohali, and it is the best and good as compared to NIPER Hyderabad. We have 43 seats in Mohali and around 28 or 30 seats in Hyderabad. But due to the some placement issues, Mohali is considered to be the best. And after that, you can approach IHMR, Narsimunji, Jamia Hamdard is also best. You will have your placement, but the average package would be around 4.5 something. So
Okay.
you must have to compromise with the package if you are not at the NIPER Mohali.
Okay, okay, okay. So, as you know, yeah, you mentioned about Jamia Hamdard, etc. So, Vaibhav, if I'm not wrong, you were getting admission in ICT also or BHU, Vaibhav? Apart from
No,
NIPER,
ICT.
where ICT you were getting admission?
Yeah, I targeted ICT and NIPA because when I was preparing for GPAT, as I told you, my orientation was very tactical. I wanted to focus on one exam at a time. I prepared,
Okay,
I got ranked, and that's how it is.
okay, okay. And Satyam, I guess you got admission in BHU for Sutix, right?
Yes, sir. I got the seat of
Okay.
statistics in BHU, but I'll have to.
Okay, okay. So now, a last question from my side, specifically for Satyam. Satyam, once you enter into NIPER and you want to do MBA, apart from your rank, there are two main things that is considered. First is your group discussion, and then followed by personal interview. So, can you throw some light on GDPI?
Yes, it's all depend on your rank first. I would like to say that the weightage of the rank is 85% and 15% is for the GDPI. If you have a good rank, nobody could stop you. Even if you don't speak in the GD, if you don't speak in the PI, you will even might get selected for the MBA. But if your rank is not good, you have to work for the GT and PI. So as far as the GD is concerned, you can go for the India Bakes, you can go for the MBA Universe, MBA School. These are some of the sites which have various topics for the GD, various recent topics, and from there you can prepare yourself for the group discussion. How to communicate with the people, how you initiate a conversation there, and what are the points you need to think about that. So these are so just refer some videos over it and try to inculcate those strategies, those the way of speaking into yourself. Now, as far as the personal interviews concerned, um, after the GDPI, after the group discussion, you may be asking for your personal behavior, like your CVs there. They will ask you about yourself. They will ask you about hobbies, interest, and the recent movies that you have watched, the favorite food you have right now, and what is the recent movies that you have saw. So these are some of the questions that have asked from me at that moment of time. The duration for the PI would be ranging for the between the 5 minutes to 30 or 35 minutes even. But my interview was only about 8 to 10 minutes, and some of the people have interviewed for 30 to 35 minutes even. So it's all depend the kind of interest. And one thing I would like to tell you for the personal interview, that interviewer don't drive the interview. You are the only person who drive the interview. So just tell and speak those kind of things that you are well versed in them, and don't try to uh, uh, going out of the context. Try
Okay.
to remain in the context and make them and keeping interest in them.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now I have 3 minutes, 3 more minutes from my part. Then we'll open this session for question answer from our audience. So in this 3 minutes, I want to ask you three small questions. So first of all, it's about your placement. So of course, Sniper gives a lot of good placement. And if I'm not wrong, this year highest package was near about 10 to 12 lakh between. And at every year it happens that the student get 10 to 12 lakh of package. It is not that every time MBA student get placed, other student also get opportunity to sit in interviews, and other companies are also coming. For our viewer and our listeners information, I just wanted to say both of them, this Satyam and Vaibhav, they have not cleared their uh, MS and MBA respectively yet, but they got placed. If I'm not wrong, Satyam is working with IQVIA, which is US based firm and a leading firm in consultation of the pharmaceutical industry. And Vaibhav got placed to Dr. Reddy's DRL. Am I right, Vaibhav?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
they got placed with quite a handsome package that everybody is dream about. It's not good to discuss package on this kind of platform, but for
It's
your
not.
information, they got very good package, and every student is dreaming to go through that. So, Webo, can you please throw some highlight on Niper placement?
Okay, placement is a very elaborate process. It starts during your third semester, and when you enter, you're in second year, and it goes on for months until you do it. But main it starts during September and goes on till end of January. during that top companies and recruiters come.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll ask two questions, which is not related to GPAT and NIPER, but as you know, everybody is seeing you. You are qualified for GPAT, NIPER, good at communication skills, got placed into good companies also. So many of students are idealizing you. So can you tell me, apart from study and this future, etc., do you have another hobbies? I mean, to improve yourself, do you do something extra? I mean, reading books or kind of those activity, you know, which is good to add to your personality apart from pharma knowledge. Because what I observe most of the time, it happens that our pharma people, they are so oriented for book and everything, they forget about other aspects, what it requires in life. So can you throw some light on this, Vaibhav?
Okay, I will come to this. Books, see, these are important, but they won't actually make you stand out there. It only contributes 20 to 25%. It's all about your soft skills, how you have your behavior, personality, and how you carry yourself. Because books will only give you a sequestered, a very constrained type of knowledge. The actual one is when you go out there and try to imply. Means doing PhD in swimming and actually being a swimmer is a very different thing. Though both are different ball games altogether. And I would like to tell you that you should invest more your time in your hobbies also. Should focus on singing. Should focus on music, because this time is not gonna come back. You should know that. And for improving yourself, well, music is a good thing. It gives your brain a lot of power, a lot of capacity to heal itself. You can go for novels, because written work is someone else compilation of their know-how, their perspective, their knowledge, and you are getting it ready-made in form of papers. Why not take it? It's
Okay, okay. And last question.
available.
I don't have
There
much
are
time
so
now.
many books.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I don't have much time. I'll throw just one last question, and you both have to answer. Apart from, you know, NIPER being such a place and good infrastructure, good academician, teachers, students, talent, what is the fun part to be in NIPER? I'm a very notorious boy. I want to be in NIPER. What is the fun part is there? Vaibhav, I want answer
I
from
think
you first, then
Satyam
I'll go
can
to Satyam.
answer it better.
Because he is from MBA and
Okay.
he got a lot of time for
Okay.
fun
First, coming
activities, etc.
specifically, yeah, everything other than MBA. Just kidding. Okay, Naipa Mohali is a very beautiful campus. It's full of greenery. We both recall that when we came back to our home due to this Corona pandemic, we were having problem in breathing. Actually, we used to tell each other कि भाई बहुत दम घुट रहा है. It is such a beautiful campus full of greenery, full of lush. Then you get to study with a lot of people who are from your league, so that's a very good thing. Means there it's the cream layer of pharma field. And then you got to learn there is good whole culture of India, because people from all of India come and you get to know each other. Then there's a hostel life. Then there's everything other you can enjoy with your friends, colleagues. You can take night walks. I still recall, means when I was not feeling well or I had a mood, I just woke up at 2 o'clock, take your earphones and take a walk in cold fog in that light. And that's all I sometimes miss about that cold of Chandigarh.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
I know a
all.
lot of mysteries about that night walks. Okay, we'll move to
Lone night
Satyam.
walks.
Okay, I'll move to Satyam. Satyam, what is the fun part in being at night?
See, being in MBA department, it is kind of fun because you have lots of time. You can
Lot of it.
Vaibhav is laughing because he know everything. Because we generally spend time roaming and moving here and there, spending lots of time in the cafeteria, having lots of fun by planning to the trips around the Himachal Pradesh and having a good hostel life, playing table tennis around 3 to 4 hours in a day continuously, and watching online matches, and spending the crucial time with your colleagues is much important. and the atmosphere is a kind of blissful thing, because everybody enjoys the atmosphere, because there is so much greenery, as they were said, and is there and there is so much time to enjoy the Naiper, because apart from everything, the academics part and all, you have to enjoy your life as well. You cannot stick to the that academic part only. So just try to focus and explore on the other things as well. Try to communicate with the other people, other department, making contacts with them. That might be very useful for you.
Okay, okay, thank you very much. Now this session is open for question answer. So if you have any question, please raise your hand. So I'll unmute you and then you can ask a question. Meanwhile, I got a lot of question on chat box also. So Weber and Satyam, you can also see chat box and you can see a lot of students have asked you question. So one by one, you can pick up that question and you can answer them. If we have answered already, you just say we answered it already, and then quickly move to another question. Can you see chat box, Weber and Satyam, both of you?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So one by one, you pick up
And
any
the Satyam,
question randomly. Meanwhile, I'll see if anybody raise hand. I'll allow them to speak. Okay,
I have
go ahead.
allowed Shehbaz to speak up, and also before he starts, his night canteen is still working. Satyam, is there any
mm,
night canteen now?
night canteen has been closed now, last
Okay,
for around 3 to 4 months before.
okay, okay. So it was in front of BS. No, not BS. Satlaj.
Yeah, Satlaj, but
Okay.
it has been shifted to cafeteria only.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay then.
Okay,
You can speak like you can take the questions from the others. Maybe like you. So, Tejas, you can unmute them if you like.
yeah. Shehbaz wanted to speak, right? Have you unmuted Shehbaz?
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
I did.
Good
Yes,
afternoon.
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay, okay. Anybody who is asking question, just first quickly say
Hello.
you're from which college, and then go for your question. Yeah, please go ahead, Shehbaz.
Good afternoon, sir. I am from YB Chavan College Pharmacy, Aurangabad.
Okay,
Hello.
good. Yeah, yeah, good. Go ahead, go ahead.
सर मेरा
hello.
क्वेश्चन
Yes,
ये
you
है
are
कि
audible, Shabaz.
हाँ सर, ग्रुप स्टडी बेटर है कि इंडिविजुअल स्टडी बेटर है?
Okay.
Depends on the
And you
group you want
specify
to
whom
study
you
with.
wanted to ask, Weber or Satyam. You please, all viewers, those who are asking question, please you target your question to whom you want to ask. So Weber, you answer this.
Okay, your question answer is simple. It depends on the group you want to study with. So you are the average of 5 people around you. If you choose a good company, you will take good knowledge or good characters from them. So I for one had Satyam, my another friend Deepak Chauhan, Vivek, Sabir. We all used to study together, and we all are in good places. Jamia, BHU, Naipur. That's all.
Okay, okay. So next I'm
Thank you, sir.
unmuting Namrata Jain. So Namrata, you are unmute now. Now you can
Yes.
speak.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Actually, I just wanted to ask, what is the scope of pharma biotech? Like, what kind of opportunities can I get through that field? Please explain, like, a bit of research field work.
There's a, who's it is addressed to? It's addressed to me, I think.
I guess you should answer
It's
this.
addressed to me.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your name, by the way?
Namrata.
Okay.
Namrata Jain.
So good afternoon, Namrata. Okay. Good afternoon, Namrata.
Yeah.
Biotechnology has a good scope. You are seeing during this corona pandemic, there's a lot of need of vaccine. So that's ongoing. That's a growing field, and then it's not only just about research. You can also go in consultancies. That's an open option for you. Then you can also go in manufacturing companies like Serum Institute, Biocon are available. Then there's Eli Lilly. There's a lot of prospects. It's not just towards one field. So it's, as I told you earlier, that corporate doesn't differentiate you. It's about your skills you bring to the organization and your learning. So about apart from the traditional research in biotech, it's other fields also that are open to you. And it all depends on what capable you are. Even if you compromise, see, if you compromise on the field, then don't compromise on yourself as a person to take knowledge. Go there and snatch that job from other person if you deserve more. That's simple.
Yeah, and I'd like to add something here. Last night only I was reading one article and I got amazed. India is third largest country in India to provide pharmaceutical solutions to the world. As an Indian, we are giving 20% of overall global supply of medicine, and you'll be surprised to know 60% of entire vaccines exported from India only. So you can understand the scope of biotechnology. I guess biotechnology is a field which is underestimated by a lot of people. Although NIPER and ICT nowadays they are playing a crucial role in terms of biotechnology. But yeah, you mentioned it right. Companies like Biocon, Eli Lilly, most of them they are working in this particular field only. Okay, I'll move ahead. Next, I'll this.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. You can mute yourself now. Now I'm allowing Ilyas Mirza to speak. I'm unmuting him. Ilyas, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. Go ahead, Ilyas.
I want to ask Satyam Saxena, what is the difference between Pharma MBA and MBA Business, Finance, Economy, and International MBA? Or speaking in general, what is the difference between Pharma MBA and MBA in general? Students pursuing MBA after BBA and after students pursuing MBA after BPharm.
Okay, very good question. Very good question. Satyam, please go ahead.
Okay, I would like to tell you about the MBA after B.Pharm. So basically, if you do pharmaceutical MBA, you might have only two fields after that. That is, first is the marketing, and the second is the consultancy. You might go for the sales and marketing, and the second thing is the consultancy. But if you do the MBA in general or in some specific subjects like finance, so you might be adhere and stick to the one particular specialization. But if you are going for the general, you might be able to go for automobile sector, banking sectors, agriculture sectors, and other sectors as well. So it's a kind of general where you are open for everything. But if you are coming to the pharmaceutical MBA, you are strictly stick to the marketing and sales, and second is the consultancy work.
And one more thing, what is the difference between the syllabus of Pharma MBA and any other MBAs?
Okay, shall I add something here, Satyam?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm into pharmaceutical management from last, I guess, 7 to 8 years now. I'm practicing and I'm seeing, I have a lot of friends, those who have done normal MBA and they are into management field. So some of them, they are working in FMCG, some of them, they are working in bank. And so, being at profession and industry, I'll say, what is difference between a pharma MBA or pharmaceutical management or marketing and other marketing? See, one basic difference is here. Everybody, we know this. First of all, we are not allowed to do advertisement directly to our consumers. So we have to follow a channel where our customer is not our consumer. It is not the case in other fields. Most of the field, a marketer, if he's targeting somebody, it is his consumer who is customer also and consumer also. Most of the time, 90% of the time, it can be debatable, but 90% of the time it happens. And whatever marketing strategy you are bringing to the marketing, it is having influence direct on your consumer. And but it is not the case in pharmaceutical industry. Here you have to go through you have to go through doctors. He is the decision maker for your drug. So that's the biggest difference. So how it is making difference? Because doctor is quite learned person. He is not a layman. You cannot just throw anything to him. So any marketing strategy you are forming, so what challenge, I guess, it is not forming a marketing strategy, but considering that my customer, he is a highly learned person, highly literate person. So if I'm telling him I'm going with one preparation and asking him, doctor, this is working in coronavirus, so you can see a lot of ad now, boost your immunity, Dabur honey, boost your immunity, fruit juice, boost your immunity. Even nowadays, water is coming with boost your immunity. So it is okay for people, those who are not learned, they can understand, they are anxious enough, and they'll buy those kind of products to just to boost their immunity. But I cannot go to the doctor and I can say anything, sir, this is my preparation, it can boost immunity. He will throw a lot of questions to me. So when I am forming any marketing strategy, I need to have a lot of medical backup, scientific backup, and here's the role of pharma people comes in picture. So what I'll say, in pharma you need 50-50 of management plus your medical and pharma knowledge. But when you do general MBA, you are into banking, finance, and other field. You don't need to have that much basic knowledge. You just focus on your customer. I hope I'm able to explain you. I added a lot of technical thing, but it is the simplest way I can explain you. I hope you're clear.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay, Satyam, what do you say? Am I aligning your thoughts also?
Yes, sir. Definitely. But I want to add something that there are people who are from the BSc background and doing sales nowadays. But
Yeah, yeah.
the only thing that matters is that, as you said about the technical knowledge and the scientific background they might be going to the higher promotion soon as compared to the other people who are from the lower
Yeah.
education level or from the BSc background.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so now we have Noka Bhaveshri. Bhaveshri, I'm unmuting you. Okay.
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Shall I speak?
Yeah, you can speak now.
Sir, I am Bhavyasri. I am from Telangana, Warangal. I have completed my B Pharmacy in 2018 and now cleared my GPAT in this year. So I am a little bit weak about this taking the groups in NIPER, whether to take the Pharma MBA or else other groups, that means Sutics or Analysis.
You want this question to answer by whom?
Sir, Satyam, sir.
Okay, Satyam.
Okay, so what I think is that based on your ranking and based on your interest, you should define and analyze yourself where you can work well. Because if you have not good communication skills, or if you are not supposed to be inculcate those skills after coming into the MBA, it would be very difficult for you to go further. And the same is the case with the MS also. I think you should analyze yourself, take your time, think about your strength. What is your strength? Whether you can go and where you want to your future to be.
Sir,
So can I
with the
ask you one thing, that
Yeah.
what kind of interest you have, in which sector you want to go, in which kind of professionalism life you want?
Sir, I have worked for 2 years in medical coding up to now. In the meanwhile time from 2018 to now.
Okay.
But the thing is, that medical coding is good, but I can't. I am not that much interested to do that. So again, I started my GPAT preparation. So written the GPAT and now entered to writing the NIPER now.
Okay, so do you have any some specific interest in some field?
I'll add something here. Satyam, she's not having idea, so she basically wanted to ask question. What different options career you can have after doing from MBA? So you just
Okay,
named
so for
what different options.
okay, so as of now, I would suggest you to prepare for the NIPER well, get good rank, and then prepare for the MBA as well as for the MS. Because there are no much differences after coming to the NIPER, because there are some consultancy firm who allow different MS branches to be there. One of my friend from clinical research is working with me in IQVIA. So the placement procedure is same. The companies might be allowing you for sitting into the placement procedures. You might have good stipend over there, and if you don't want stipend and you want to go for marketing and sales, and if you want to a good consultancy firm, so you should take MBA in that sense. But think about your financial uh, mm, things like whether you can afford MBA or not, because fees is high and you will not get the stipend over there. And in
Yeah, yeah.
as a contrast in MS, you will have 12,000 stipend, and you can sit for those companies which are also coming for the MBA. So you will
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
same package also.
yeah, yeah. But to some extent only, not for all
Yeah,
companies. Those who are coming
not for
for
all companies. If the
product
company is for
management,
market,
yeah,
yeah, if
yeah.
the company is for marketing and sales, then it will be for the MBA specific. You
Okay. One thing, Satyam, one person is asking here, Nandu, that is it suitable for girls, Pharma MBA?
Yeah, I'm
What's the problem?
Satyam,
think there is a connection break with Satyam, so he will be joining us in a minute or so something. I think Vaibhav can
I
also
will,
answer that.
yeah, yeah. Vaibhav, you answer
Yes.
this.
Yeah. Okay. Please repeat the question once again so that I
Is it
can just answer it
MBA
in
is
precise.
suitable for girls or not? MBA,
Yeah,
pharmaceutical MBA is
Satyam
suitable.
is here. But first let's take views of Vaibhav first, and then we can go back to Satyam.
Okay, but what's the problem in the question? Means why not suitable for girls? Girls are performing everywhere, and management is as a field you need to do marketing and you need to be in consultancy. So girls are outperforming there also in
Exactly.
consultancy and marketing. It's a good field for girls. Lucrative. You have to use your skills, your soft skills to communicate, to convince. And if you are good in them, then girls, as we know, are good in talking, so they can do it better. And it comes with an advantage of an hyper degree.
Okay, Vaibhav, one more question is coming for you. What are career options after doing MS Pharmaceutics?
It again boils down to your own preference. If you want to switch to management, then you can go for MBA. Either it can be an executive MBA of 1 year from any good reputed institute by preparing for that suitable institute's examination, or you can go for MBA CAT, or you can go for Pharma MBA. Or if you want to go in research, you can go for PhD, you can go for postdoc, you can go in academics. So it's all on your preference. But you will find your road when once you are into it. See, the best way of knowing what you can do the best is to do it, know it, and giving all your effort. Then only you will able to realize. You can't just preempt. What's good for someone might not be good for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One more question
These are the options:
is
technical and management.
yeah, yeah. One more question is coming. Sir, please tell about clinical research and regulatory toxicology department.
Okay, CR and RT. These are two specific departments that are present that are in NIPA Mohali. I don't recall. Maybe I might be wrong. That other NIPAs are offering it or not. But CR and RT are two departments that are in NIPA Mohali, and they both have their own scope. Clinical research gives you a lot of information about clinical trials. You can go in companies that provide consultancy or regarding trials, clinical trials, making data, because a lot of work is outsourced by foreign multinational corporations in India. So you can work there. RT same overlaps. It gives you information about toxicology, because that's a very important part during your trials of drug. When you do IND trials, there's IND phase, there's a bioequivalence trial phase, part study phase. So these two departments are good, but if you want to go in then rank order wise, then it starts same way, Sutex analysis, ecology, and that. Right. But
Okay.
RT is very much connected to ecology. So is yeah.
Okay, so we have another viewer who want to ask question, Uday Kumar. So I am allowing him, Uday, to speak. Uday.
Hello.
Yes, Uday, you can speak up. By the way, by the time he joins, I have a quick one because lots of students are asking on chat. Is like I think nowadays the NIPER exam is computer based. So you guys, I think, mentioned that there is no way to going back to the skipped answers. I think that's not true, right? You can go, but you will not have time to do that. Is that correct?
That's what Satyam meant by saying it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have the time to invest in
Yeah.
that.
I also think so. Yes, because
Yeah.
200 questions in 2 hours is less difficult.
Khalid, can you unmute few people? I'm not able to unmute them. A lot of them, they are raising their hand. Khalid?
Satyam and Vaibhav, if you can do that, okay.
No, okay. I'll try.
Okay, I am unmuting Dinesh.
Okay.
Dinesh, you can speak now.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sir, my question was to Vaibhav Punjabi, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I audible, sir? Sir, he
Yes,
is
you are.
mute.
Yeah, Vaibhav, you are on mute. So please unmute yourself first.
Yeah, he is on mute, but he can hear you. So yeah.
Can hear you.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I want to have pharmaceutics,
Yes.
which institute is best? I will say some ICT Mumbai, NIPER Mohali, NIPER Hyderabad, and IIT BHU. May I have order of priority, sir?
Okay, good question. Vaibhav.
It's a good question, by the way. But see, first I can tell the specifics of NIPER Mohali because I don't have much idea about other institute. You want to get specific information about it, you have to talk to other people. But see, generally you can go by NIRF ranking that states that my college NIPER Mohali is good enough. So and I like it very much. So I will say NIPER Mohali first. Then I will say ICT Hyderabad, BHU. That's a personal opinion.
Yeah,
Thank
even
you, sir.
my thoughts are aligning with you only because I know few of my friends, those who studied from ICT also, and of course I see NIPER people very closely. So even ICT Sutix is quite good, and they're also getting a lot of opportunity to work abroad. And both institute, I guess, many of time question student raise this question ICT versus NIPER. So when you're talking only about Sutix, so every both institutes have their pros, prawns and cons also. So if you want Mumbai life and being at Mumbai, so you can be ICT. If you like places cool and calm like NIPER, Mohali, you can be at NIPER.
I think for ICT, yeah, I think for ICT, is there any hostel life? I'm not sure about ICT.
Yeah, it is.
It is okay,
and,
because
and
the,
it's quite
one of
cool
the
one.
because one of the major advantage of NIPER is you have a hostel life and a campus environment actually. So you live
ICT also, Khalid, ICT also same campus environment is there, and you have hostel life. You get to interact with lot many people, not only from pharma background, those are coming for paint industry or chemical engineering. So you get chance to interact with them also. So,
exactly. Okay,
yeah.
we will take another questions then.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, Dinesh,
So
let
how
other
can I
people
get
also
through
ask.
ICT Mumbai?
It's through GPAT, dear. It's through
Only one,
GPAT.
sir, this.
It's through GPAT. Your GPAT rank should be within 50. Then you'll get chance to enter into ICT of pharmaceutics. Okay, next
Okay,
question.
thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for having you here.
Thank you so much, sir.
Khalid, can you unmute another person?
Am I audible, sir?
I think yeah. Please quickly say your name, college, and ask your question.
Yeah. I'm Priyanka,
Hmm?
and I'm from Gokaraju Rangaraju Institute of Pharmacy.
Okay.
Place Hyderabad.
Okay. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Sir, as I am very much interested in pharmaceutics, what skills I need to develop and how well should I need to be prepared? My question is to Vaibhav, sir.
Okay, preparation is the very important part. You must focus right now because you need to get good rank for thinking of SUTICs, whether it's Mohali or Hyderabad. So right now, focus on your preparation for your upcoming examination. Then you want to develop your skills so you can keep yourself updated about the current industry trends that are going on just simply by reading the news, pharma industry news from any good website that is available. Following the current trends, that's enough at your level for knowing. You can visit FDA website, that's more than enough at your level to know for now. But
Okay,
first,
sir.
exam and you can follow current trends.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, now I
I am
allowed
also okay.
Raj Patan Shetty. Yeah.
Raj, your voice is breaking too much. So let me. I'm sorry, Raj. I think your voice is breaking too much. So you can just try to be in good network, and then we will allow you. In the meantime, I have allowed Deepak Kumar. Deepak, can you please quickly sum up your questions?
Yeah. Thank you, Khalid. Sir, I have two questions in my mind. So my question is open up to all. So the first question is that I want to enter in a business in long term. So is it better to go for pharma MBA after B Pharm or going ahead to acquire some more technical knowledge through MS SUTICs and then going into the MBA field and then going to startup? So what's your opinion on this matter?
So shall I take this question, Khalid?
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I'm telling you, if you want to be in business and what field you should take, I don't think there is a match because there are many people, those who have done MBA, they are not doing business, and a lot of people are there, those who are not into MBA and they are running their businesses. So Khalid is one example. He has done in informatics and he is into he's not into jobs, he is more in towards business. And so business does not require you to be specifically MBA or some technical knowledge for business. What I feel, what I observed, what I experienced, you should have passion to pursue business. So that's primary thing. Then rest is there. Then if you what I'll say, reading so many of Harvard article, etc., and everything, getting many times it happens that getting higher education, you'll become in you'll be in trap. You go for the job, and once you get a good package of 8 lakh, 10 lakh, then you won't like to quit that, and you don't want to take risk and come back for doing business. So if you want to do business, I feel you have an idea and have a passion to follow and then go ahead. For that, no need of specifically for any technical degree. Yeah, but MBA can help you out to understand it better.
I think Ajaz, yeah. So I would like to hear something about, because I also like to be a business guy. So I would like to hear some more about this from Satyam. So if you can share something on this, that will be great. And then
Yes,
I will
sir.
also suggest you a book which I read while I was in NIPER, and that's really changed how I pursue entrepreneurship and how I take risks actually. So first go with Satyam then.
Okay. So what I think is that I am totally agreed with the Nathani sir. uh, Niper or the MBA could help you out to get the understanding of the basics that you could be doing for your business. But after doing MBA, you would like to work in some pharma company for getting some exposure of the market. You want to understand the market, then you will be going for the job. So you will, so it's like a trap, and you will go further in that domain only. You might get divert from your own dreams of having your own business, because it is not uh, because I have studied MBA so far. So I don't think there are so much expertise you get after doing MBA that you can increase or you can promote your business to a higher level. You can ask some of the individuals who are getting into the business. You can take their views. You can have attend seminars over there, and you should get some information regarding the business, how it runs. But I don't think it would definitely or 90 to 95% help you, but it would help you around 50% if you do MBA. I think it's better to spend that 2 years in the market and in the business and with the people who are actually in the business. So learn from them what they are doing, what strategies they are doing, and what kind of things they do in the business.
Exactly. And Satyam, thank you for like so genuine about like telling that even after doing MBA, you will not learn much about a startup, right? So
Yeah.
while I was in Naipur, I attended like a startup weekend program by Google. And I had an idea, and then I won like the first prize was also my idea, and the second prize also was my idea, something like that, right? And but the major thing is you have to have an idea. Say example, there are two ways to start a company. Just my own understanding from last 10 years or something is, if you have a novel idea, you don't need like say an education or a experience in that particular field. But say example, you want to start a consultancy, right? So you have to be in that field. You have to be in the field and make contacts, and then tap those contacts to get the projects and then make your company running. But if you want to have if you have a new startup idea which nobody others offers, then you don't have to be in that particular stream and then have those contacts or something. You can start from the basic. And while in Naipur also, like I was in office of one of our teacher, and I saw a book in her rack called Startup of You by Reid Hoffman. He is a founder of LinkedIn. So Startup of You by Reid Hoffman. It's an awesome book, and it gives you like a plan A, plan B, plan Z concepts. And if you can read that book, you will have a like good say risk taking capacity, right? Because you always look for the plan Z he mentioned in the book. So that's all from my side. And yeah, thank you, Satyam, for sharing those.
So one more question.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So my question is open to all again. Once again. So my question was that, like, if you do MBA from Naipur Mohali and you enter into sales and marketing, so what will be your life 4 year or 5 year down the line? So where will be your position in any company if you are starting with MR after Naipur?
Okay. Okay. So I guess I should take this question, right, Khalid?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and then we will also hear from Satyam.
Yeah. Because he specifically asked what will be life after 4 to 5 years. So that's why I'm saying. So because I know few examples from my side, those who place after doing MBA from Naipur and got into sales. Not I'm asking about marketing. So for example, I'll cite example of Om. He got placed into GSK. So he worked with GSK. He got placed with 9 lakh package. I'm again quoting package, just because many people they assume packages big stuff, so that's why I'm just citing package here. So he got placed with 9 lakh package with GSK. He worked with GSK for 2 years, then he shifted to Eli Lilly, I guess, for 2 years. Then he shifted for BD Pharma. He got near about package of 15 lakh, and he's into when I heard him last time, he was into institution sale and doing quite well. So just give you with this example to just give you idea what you can be. There are many people who started with sales and then now they enter into marketing and they are doing product management. It might happen that after 6-7 years they can become marketing manager. So this kind of growth they can have if they enter into sales and marketing MRship if they do, because once you do MBA from this field, uh, Niper, you get placed in very reputed company. So their definition of MR is so different from other Indian domestic companies. Now, Satyam, if you want to add something here.
Yes, exactly, sir. You are right. The thing is that when you are coming from Niper MBA, there are more chances of getting promotion in a year or 1.5 year. You will be promoted to some other higher level. There are companies like Eli Lilly who are recruiting at the position of senior territory manager, not the territory manager. So the chances of getting promotion to the higher position are much higher. So it depends on the company as well. But from MBA, the chances of getting at the higher position in a less duration of time is much higher. There are two pathways for getting promotions. There are linear pathways and there are lattice pathways. Because in the case of linear pathway, there are some people who are getting promotion in a year of 1 and 1.5, and there are some people who cannot get promoted in the stipulated 1 year or the 1.5 year. There are things which might be depending on the company as well, but yes, approximate 80% or more, your chances are much higher to be a good position. You can shift to the product management team. You can you can go for the senior territory manager, ABM. I have seen many seniors who worked for the sales and marketing for 1 year and got promoted to ABM in just 1 year. There are examples as well so far. So there are much higher chances if you come from the Niper MBA or doing MBA.
Yes, I think it's. Thank you,
We'll take
Satyam,
few
for
question.
that. Few more questions,
Khalid.
because it's almost like we are getting delayed now.
Yeah.
We got almost
Yeah.
So up to you then.
In chat,
If
I'm
both of
reading
them,
few.
if both of them are agree, then that's good for us. Then you.
Yes, I'm agree.
Satyam,
Yeah, that's great.
shall,
That's great.
Yes, I'm agree.
Okay, few question I'm just reading from the chat box. Somebody they are asking for entering into MS. Do we face any interview? So answer is straightforward, no. So I'll skip this question. Then second is I'll ask this you Weber, MS in ecology and its placement.
Okay, Ecology department of Niper Mohali is reputed and it's good, and it gives you good prospect in both technical as well. And speaking from data of this year itself, Ecology is the best placed department in Niper, better than Sutix and means better than Sutix and analysis. And each year, the data is clear. We PC has data in that regards, and Ecology department has much open background for going. It's consultancy, then it's companies which segregate or work on data of clinical trials, then it's technical, then a lot of field is open for them. So Ecology is a good field to go. Depends on your rank, your interest, and your inclination.
Okay, Khalid, can you unmute anyone? Khalid, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I unmuted Priya.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. And my question is like from today, July 25th, sir, directly, what are your strategies and guidance you give to us for NIPER preparation? Simply. Sir, Vaibhav, sir, you can answer that.
Okay. Good afternoon, first of all.
Priya.
See, for Niper, you have a lot of time constraints, so time is the key. You need to study what you are strong at, you have already studied previously during GPAT. Give weightage to the subjects and given specifically to and it is all about managing the knowledge. When you study one subject, what I used to do was link subjects and develop a holistic understanding. Like when you're studying ecology, you recall a word, you recall a drug, you recall its say mechanism of action, then you can go sideways another mechanism of action. See, linking and developing a broad information database in your mind in small time, and then revision of course. Revision of course is the key.
Okay, sir. Sir, and 140 questions answered by you. How many questions are correct, sir?
Yes, questions what?
140 questions are answered by you, right, sir? And how many questions are correct? Means to get knowledge, like how many bits should be correct to get good rank?
How
She's
many
asking
questions
how
should be
many.
targeted?
No. She's asking you
Should be
attempted
correct.
140 question you have attempted, out of which how many were correct?
Well, that's something I would like to raise with AICTE and PCI because they do not give us the means how
Yes,
many
sir.
questions correct there were.
Yes, sir.
I also want to know कितने सही थे मेरे. How many
So
correct?
still they don't give, right? Even with RTI, right?
Yes,
Maybe
sir,
I have to try that.
Sir, or else like when you are preparing for papers before the NIPER exam, like on average, how many marks you used to get, like good marks? Obviously, it gives idea, no, sir, to get good rank.
During
Average
mock
average
exams,
marks.
you are telling on mock tests and all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, initially when I used to give mock tests, I was just in 30, 40, honest. Then over the time, what happened during end days, I was in top 10, top 5, and sometimes 15, sometimes 20. So it fluctuated, but I knew that test was more about gaining knowledge from what I have done. So it is all about performance and performance anxiety. I have seen very good colleagues of mine who are in NIPER Guwahati or NIPER Ahmedabad, and they were performing very good in mock tests. It's also about managing the performance anxiety when you're in the examination hall, keeping your mind uncluttered and focused. So that's the key.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And last question, sir. Like, you give order for NIPER, sir. Like first NIPER Mohali, NIPER Hyderabad. Top NIPERs among all NIPERs.
Well, seriously speaking, you would know it better than me because I have already cleared. But you know, Mohali, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad. The rest other NIPERs are having a fund crunch, to be honest, and there have been issues. It will over the time get sorted, but they have fund crunches. They have issues regarding instrumentation and all. So it goes by Mohali, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad.
Thank you, sir.
Ajas, we are unable to hear you, but let me unmute.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me
Hello.
unmute.
Are you taking?
Yeah.
Are you taking any question now?
Yeah. This is the last question. Maybe this will be the last question from Susmit.
Then afterward, you need to give chance to speak
Good
to
afternoon, sir.
Nazreen madam.
Yes. Yeah. Good afternoon. Susmit, we can hear you. Can you speak, Susmit?
Good afternoon, sir. My question to Vaibhav, sir, is that we have to keep our goal for NIPER Mohali in core branches, right? But due to some or the other reasons, we have to keep the option. So if we get the allied branches in Mohali and we get the core branches like Cutics and Ecology and analysis in the Hyderabad and Ahmedabad, so what must be the option in that case? Means should we go for core allied branches in Mohali, or should we select Hyderabad or Ahmedabad in a core branch?
Core, I will say. Short answer, core. Because they have more scope. So core is my answer. Go for the core branches.
Okay, sir. Means we have to select, in that case, we have to go for Hyderabad and select the core branches rather than to select Mohali and allied branch.
Yeah, means core branches generally have a more scope. So obviously you are going, I'm assuming that you want good placements.
Yes, sir.
And other Naipers are also there, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad. So core is always better. It offers you a better perspectives. So
Yes, sir.
core is what it should be your choice.
Yes, sir. Sir, and one more question is that what is the? Can you give me the details about MTech Pharmaceutical Technology in process chemistry? Means what that branch is actually?
Okay, process chemistry is allied with medchem, but it's different in the sense that you try to use green chemistry. You target green chemistry rather than using reagents that are of chemical nature, as I know. Because as far as I know to the best of my knowledge, and it's a good branch. It's allied with chemistry, but has a low scope because see that's what India is about. Because process patents have expired and it's manufacturing chemical actually chemistry industry is less favorable and it's more about generics. So it has a bit less scope, but not see undermining it as a branch. It gives you good prospect if you want to pursue higher education. You can go for CSIR, you can go for PhD in medchem, and then there are other fields, lateral fields that are open like drug design, then further advancement into organic chemistry, green chemistry. If
Yes,
you
sir.
are of tactical orientation, you want placements, then go for a co-branch. I would not to I would it at this juncture it's not good for me to undermine any branch because my colleagues are also there and many of them are placed with me. Like
Yes, sir.
my colleagues from PC are placed with me in DL, always R&D. So that's I
Yes,
told
sir.
you what industry actually is. It's about multi-sectoral and your perspective is a bit constrained. So I have to answer from that perspective. So I'll
Yes,
say
sir.
it depends on your choice. Go for the core. That's to guidance from that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so now we because already we overshoot our time.
Yeah.
So now I invite Dr. Inamdar, madam. Both of them, they yesterday they have requested that they want to listen from Nazma Inamdar, madam. So I request you to please speak, and also I would be great if you give vote of thanks to both of them. Hello.
Ma'am, are you there?
She's there. You just
She is
unmute.
there. I just unmuted her. Yeah, I think she is. Yeah, just a second, maybe.
Now
Yeah,
you
ma'am
can
is
hear
here.
me?
Yes,
Huh.
ma'am, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
hear
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Thanks a lot, Satyam Saxena and Vaibhav Punjabi. It was a great pleasure really to listen from students who are recent pass out. So it takes away the prejudice from a person like me who has been teaching for last 25 years and who has seen the quality of students going down and down. I think that it takes away the cynicism from teachers like me and puts or again energizes the faith that no, students are yet good. Students are good. That is the mindset which we are looking at them is right, probably is has become a cynical. So thanks a lot for your kind gesture to invest your time here and be helpful to students. Okay, so I feel, but then I'm very unhappy that nowhere you have mentioned that you had used Nipera companion. Okay, just a joke, but yeah, you had, like, say, your input was really what I was going to tell them, and I used to always tell them the same thing you have told, but when it comes from the horse's mouth, you are not horse, but when it comes from horse's mouth directly, then it makes a good impact on the students. Say you had experienced that process, you had been through the whole of the process, and you have shown that yes, even though you were not maybe not considered as a bright student since you couldn't get into medical, which was a choice of your, or maybe your parents choice, but then you opt for pharmacy, and then you realize that yes, there is so much of knowledge to be gained from this. And because of that, like say, the fire started burning. And I felt that during the conversation which you had, I felt that since you were together in the whole of the journey, I will say that both of you got benefited from each other.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, both of you benefited from each other. Now, in this sense, that it was never that, okay, many a times students say that Sutix is the best, and market or say MBA may not be. Like say, both were studying together. One got Sutix, one got MBA. But right now, both of them are happy in their chosen career. So that doesn't make any difference.
Both of them got placed, ma'am. Also, both of them got placed.
That's what I'm saying. Both of them got placed. Both of them are enjoying their career, or say at the beginning itself, they are happy with that. So I'm very sure that in the whole of their further journey will be again joyful. So what here it is, like say, if you are studying, if you are making efforts with somebody else, okay, then that will be helpful to both of you. If you are doing it in a group, I won't suggest that group should be very 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 big, but then 2 or 3 people together or 4 people together, that always adds, I say, that keeps the fire burning, that keeps your enthusiasm alive, rather than just sitting and studying yourself alone and alone. So that is one of my requests to all of the students who are preparing. Okay, maybe it is like say, you will say it's a lockdown, but you have now Zoom, so you can have Zoom Duo or etc. You can do it very well.
Okay, thank you so much, Nathani sir and Inamdar ma'am, for giving this opportunity to both of us, that we can deliver our views to the students who are preparing for the NIPER or the GPAT. It is quite a privilege, and this opportunity is for the first time we have right now. And so we tried our best. Hope we have satisfied and create the enthusiasm in the mindset of the people.
Yes, everybody will agree to it that you both were very, like say, eloquent, both were very precise also, and both were like say, you knew that what students are, what is going on in students' mind. So that's what I was saying, that just maybe a few months back you were in the shoes of students, and so you realize what they want actually. So it was a real great pleasure to have both of you, and it is my sincere thanks.
Ma'am, from 2Pharm, we are looking forward for many much more sessions from them.
Yeah, we are definitely, we are.
And, so and we are agreed for this.
We are not going to leave you people.
On behalf of 2Pharm, from Ejaz, from Khalid, and from myself, I extend my sincere gratitude to both of you, that you have invested this time. I'm again saying that it is invested, or I'm not saying that you have, from your busy schedule, you got the time. I'm saying that you have invested your time, because with this process, you are also growing, and the rest of the students are also going, and they are going to be benefited. So I think that the investment of time is the best investment, and we are thankful for that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining.
Nice to hear you. Yeah. So shall we end now?
Yeah, we will end here, and thank you, Vaibhav and Satyam, for joining in again. And,
thank you, Khalid sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
And all of you, join our YouTube and Facebook channel. So we are posting the recording for this webinar there, so you can share with others and then revisit the recording to get the more insights. Thank you so much. We are ending this session now.
Okay.
Bye. See you again.